So it looks like they are bringing the buggies out onto the course. If you are interested in listening online, you can listen online at floatingthetaco.org, our WRCT stream site, and we have SDC B on the ground and Fringe C both on the ground. So we're getting ready for this fifth men's heat. Fringe C and SDC B. And SDC's B team buggy is already coming out to a bit of a lead right now with their buggy Psychosis. Psychosis is, oddly enough, riding in lane 3.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a hill 3.
It's been a bit unusual.
It's not typical, but they're going to make the best of it, and they're first up and over the hill.
And they're getting ready to push off into the free roll. Fringe is probably about 2 seconds behind, making their push with their C team. And these are two great organizations. Both have put up very competitive times over the last 10 years. So even though it's a B versus C heat, we're expecting to see some pretty quick times on both ends.
Yeah, great time by SDC B right now. They're past the first transition and rolling very, very smoothly.
And it looks like we probably will not see a pass here as Fringe's C team buggy is maintaining a distance of about 300-400 feet behind. But they're coming around the curve, hitting the stop sign, or getting the stop sign at a time of 52-53 seconds.
Very fast.
So by far on pace for a 2:17, 2:16 time.
SDC's buggy taking the upper transition flag now. Fringe's buggy's taking the flag. SDC hitting the shoot turn right now. Oh, a little bit of a sharp turn, but she recovered, going through nicely. A little bit of a tail slide, but through the chute. Here comes Fringe, rolling nice and smoothly through the chute as well. SDC rolling up very strongly, very quick. Picking up at about 8 windows.
Yeah, about five parking meters. So we'll see. They definitely got some strong pushers on the backside as they make their transition from hill 3 to hill 4. And kind of just looking at the two pushers for SDC, in particular, Rob Morehart, Jim Sands, their hill 3 pusher, is a big guy. And for hill 3, you need almost the same style of pushers you need for a hill 1.
Yeah, and if you look there, hill 4 is a big, tall, skinny white dude, and he's got a long stride and get a great shove onto their hill 5. He's a little shorter, but he's really moving. And they made that shove at, what, a 150?
Yep, so we're looking on pace for about a 2:10 time.
Yeah, very fast for a B team.
They can pull this off. So it's Nate Boussiere, the hill 5 pusher for SDC, that's kind of coming down. And doing a great job, and it looks like they're actually going to cross the finish line with a time of right around 2:10 on the dot.
Very
we'll see
nice.
If it's sub 2:09, 2:10. And looks like pretty far behind them is Fringe's C team, but even if they cross the finish line at a time of about 2:22, 2:23, 2:24, that'll be the third fastest time we've seen this morning.
Yeah, that 2:10 is going to be an SDC men's B record. Their previous best B team was a 2:18, so that's 8 seconds faster than the historic best for a B team with a very good buggy and a good push team, obviously.
So it looks like despite having a pretty beat-up initial hill 1 and hill 2 along Tech Street, because you have pushers, there is a little bit less impact from having roughness on the course. But with a freshly paved or recently paved in the last 2 year Shenley Drive, that's helping with the free roll and probably helping with kind of the more critical parts of the course for speed.
Doesn't seem to be affecting the SDC at all. Mark, tell me about that shoot turn out of SDC.
It was actually a pretty nice turn for them. They've had some issues this year, but just a little bobble right at the same spot where Spirit C ran into trouble. They had just a little slide there, but she recovered nicely and rolled out very well. Got a guy down here with a radar gun telling me they hit 35 miles an hour. That's probably about 2 miles an hour higher than you'd see for a typical top team. So they were definitely honking down here.
It's great to see them with a sub 2:10 time today. And still a couple areas for improvement. We could be seeing an even faster time tomorrow of about 2:08, which would still blow away their B team record.
So it looks like they passed their drop test, and my spies tell me that SDC has been, their A team buggy has been very, very strong and very smooth. I would expect their A team to not have any kind of slide issues in there. That driver is very experienced and very good. From what they told me was their B, C, D teams were the ones that are at risk, and if they're going through pretty smooth, I would expect a great time out of their A team.
And the driver for their A team and their buggy for their A team, Malice, it's driven by Michelle Mirabella, was the same driver who was driving on the women's record time. So, and the fact that they were kind of shaving seconds off the women's record time, I believe it was 2:25.85. That sort of speed, you've got to believe that their men's team are capable of pulling off something just as competitive.